Guys, so in this video we are going to talk about the episode 6 of the ML news that has been happening all over the week, and then we are going to talk about some research papers and some AI threats that have come into the news, because the last 2 weeks have been a bit dull in the whole sector of ML. But yeah, let's start. So this is a bit previous news, the chat QA 1.5. So they have been, the Quinn models have the Quinn company has been working on this for a very long time. If you see, they have been introducing a lot of models, and I remember I benchmarked chat QA 1.5 for the Komodo model. And if you currently look at their results, they are doing exceptionally well, and they have been releasing a lot of model recently. So if you look at this one, so they recently introduced Qwen 2 57 billion A14B instruct. So they are saying that Qwen 2 is a series of new Qwen large models. We release a number of base language models from 0.5 billion to 72 billion parameter model. So they are releasing a big amount of models only also. So yeah, you guys can go and check in this. So currently what they are showing is in MMLU they are beating the Mixtel model, and they are getting a score of 75.4, and the Mixtel is currently getting 71.4. I would be happy if they would have compared this to the current Llama 2 model, but yeah, I think they have done in their paper. You guys can go and have a look at their paper. And yeah, this current vlog of ChatQ 1.5 shows that how they have beaten the current models in the current RAG architectures and everything. So yeah, they have even done a Llama 3 chat QA 1.58 billion. So in that they are getting an average of 52.3, which is the highest, and 70 billion 58.7 compared to the other models on natural questions, trivia QA, and hotspot QA. Cool. So that was it for the papers. Now for the Qwen models, we can talk about the papers. So I have 5 papers that you guys should definitely go and read. So let's start with this. This paper is open endness in essential for artificial superhuman intelligence. So what this paper is talking about, we still lack a very clear path to creating AI, right, that can continually learn and improve on its own. So something new that can make human relevant discoveries identifiable, and this concept they have introduced as open endedness. So if you read this, you will understand this concept that is called open endedness is crucial for development of superhuman AI, ASI, which they say. This particular concept, artificial superhuman intelligence, which can perform tasks that are far beyond human capabilities, right? So to achieve this, they are trying to show us to understand that open-endedness in terms of novelty and learnability. So for AI to be safe and useful, it should focus on creating knowledge that humans can understand and benefit from. And the current AI models like LLMs are impressive, but obviously what they are showing is that they are limited by the static nature of data that they are trained on. So to keep on improving, AI systems will need to generate and evaluate their own knowledge and data. So yeah, that was one aspect of this paper. So this paper talks about that in detail, how the current system is and what we will be needing for the future. This achieving ASI responsibly and everything. Cool. So the next paper is block transformer. This paper is really good. So this particular paper, this block transformer, that is global to local language modeling for fast inference, they introduce a new way to speed up the process of transformer based language models. So if I give you a gist, right? So what are the current issues with the current transformer, right? Bottlenecks when generating text. Transformer use a lot of memory and processing power because they have to keep track of all previously generated tokens. Now this makes the process slow and resource intensive. Now what they are introducing, block transformer, global to local modeling. The idea is to handle the global context at lower layers of the model and focus on local context at upper layers. So this separation, what it does is, this separation reduces the computational burden. How it works, this is the input block, right? There is an input block, and if you look at the block transformer here, if I go down the experiment that they have done, yeah, cool. So the main results looks good, and now I think we should talk about their working. Yeah, so if you see here, uh, at the lower levels, the model processes these blocks as whole units, reducing the amount of information it needs to manage at once. Now local attention at upper layers. At the higher levels, the model focuses on the details within each block, which is much faster since it doesn't need to consider the entire context all the time. So yeah, by compared to speed, by reducing the need to constantly refer back to all previous tokens, the model can generate text much faster, even 10 to 20 times faster than the traditional transformer. So because if you look at the complexity here, you see, so current memory is and the KV cache and everything, you will see that it is reducing by a lot. Now if you look at the results, the zero shot evaluation, the results look decent, they don't differ much, even at any particular point where we are reducing the parameters, it doesn't reflect that much, right? But yeah, obviously there is some difference. So yeah, the next paper is Parrot, uh, multilingual visual instruction tuning. So this particular paper, addresses the challenge of improving multilingual capabilities in the MLLMs, that is multi-modal large language models. So which integrates both visual and textual text. So traditional methods which focus on aligning vision encoders with LLMs through SFT now tend to degrade performance in non-English languages due to the predominance of English-centric training data, right? So what this guy did, they address the issue that multilingual erosion, the existing models often lose their ability to process non-English language as they are primarily trained with English-centric image text pairs, right? Now they have imbalanced datasets. The training datasets are aligned, visual and language models are predominantly in English, so which leads to poor performance. Now how they have come across this cross attention mechanism, visual features are initially extracted by a vision encoder and then combined with text embeddings, right? So they have done the same thing, the mixture of experts and everything. So they have come up with the data multi language model which is actually good in all kind of languages, right? So they have Parrot effectively addresses the issue of multilingual erosion in this MLM by utilizing a novel method that aligns visual tokens with multilingual text inputs. The to evaluate MLM, they have come across around 6 languages, 15 categories, and 12,000 questions. So you can look at the methods of how they have done it in detail in this paper, and I'll go through the results once. If you look at the main results, yeah. So if you look at the results here, they have come across different languages, and Parrot is actually outperforming most of the existing models. If you see here, 70 is the current one, and the LLM that you have used is Qwen 1.57 billion. Now the next is 13 billion model, now 73.92, which is not significantly greater than this, but in the rest of all the languages, Parrot is outperforming all the existing ones, right? This particular method Parrot has outperformed all the existing ones. So Parrot is a really good method when it comes to multilingual text models that have both capabilities, right? Now I'll take things fast. Now we have the share for GPT-4 video, improving video understanding and generation with better prompt, better captions, right? So this paper introduces a series of projects aimed at enhancing video understanding for large video language models and improving video text to generation for text to video models, that is T2VMs. So they have this share GPT-4 video. This is a data set. It is a data of 40,000 videos annotated with detailed captions by GPT-4 Vision. So this dataset spans various video lengths and sources created using a carefully designed data filtering and annotation strategy. Now, a high-performing caption model, for this particular one, this model was used to annotate 4.8 million pleasing videos, producing high-quality caption efficiently. So, this Share GPT-4 video 8 billion, this is an advanced LVLM that achieves state-of-the-art performance on 3 major video benchmarks. So they have introduced a lot of new things within single paper. So they have come up with this whole benchmark they have, and now if you look at the results that their own model that they have done, comparison with SOTA methods on MV benchmark, you will see that their Share GPT-4 video 8 billion is outperforming a lot other models in a lot of different tasks, right? So yeah, they have introduced 2 major things in this paper. Now the last paper is buffer of thoughts. Now the paper buffer of thought that comes up with the reasoning, right? They introduce a new approach called buffer of thoughts designed to enhance the performance of LLMs in terms of accuracy, efficiency and robustness, right? So if I would like to give you a motivation of this paper, the existing reasoning methods for LLMs, either single query or multi-query, have limitations, right? As requiring task-specific examples or computationally intensive. Now, objective is to aim to address these limitations by creating a versatile reasoning framework that can be applied across various tasks. So they have 2 3 more components that I won't share because the video will become long. But I will definitely recommend you guys to go and read this paper. This is the best paper among the all 5 papers that which I personally found. So because this is not only doing for other task but also for RAG part. So yeah, this paper is really really good. Cool. Now AI threats is two parts that I want to talk about. So this we came up with this news: stealing everything that you have ever typed on viewed on your own Windows PC is not possible with 2 lines of code inside the Copilot Plus recall disaster. So guys, it is painful, right? When we come up across these news that data is something that is you know one of the most private thing of a user when they are testing, especially trusting the company, and we see these kinds of news. So what Microsoft says, this is I can demonstrate another user on the same device exists in the database. And the whole point is, if you come across this blog, you will know that in practice the audience needs are a very small portion of Windows user base. And frankly, talking about screenshotting the things, people in real world not executing the is basically like punching customers in the face. So it's disappointing, right? uh, if you take the screenshot of a PC console and makes it to an instantly searchable database of everything that you ever seen. So is this even fair? I don't understand. So this is just sick, right? We should have a look on this. If this is what they are doing, it's not good, not at all. Same thing happened with the this article came on 30th May, disrupting deceptive uses of AI by convert influence operations. Now, the whole point of this article is that they have tried to infer in every single thing. I come from India, and what they are saying, the content posted by these various operations focused on a wide range of issues, including Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the conflict in Gaza, the Indian elections, politics in Europe, and so the parliamentary elections that happened in India, they even tried to tamper that. And it's sad, right? AI, now we can see the cons of AI when it is available to every single one of us. People are literally using APIs and AI to temper the whole election. And when we are actually tampering the electoral process, we are making the losing the trust of people on AI. Because you know AI can actually whitewash anyone's mind. You can brainwash anyone's mind. So that's the whole thing. It's sad these two newses are a shocker to AI community, because that is not what we expect, right? So I would recommend you guys to go through these articles and just think of some dark things that can come in future when it comes to AI, because we don't know what we are seeing is true, what we are seeing is false, and what data are we even inserting to models are is even kept safe. So yeah, that was it from my side, guys. I hope you like the video. Please tell me in the comment section what kind of videos do you expect. I'll try to make videos regarding in that concept. So yeah, thank you and have a nice day.